Quick, why should you trust me and not one of the hundreds of other YouTube videos about this very topic? Well, I'm not charging you thousands of dollars. Princeton Review, Kaplan, and private tutoring, I thoroughly think it is completely a scam. And after I got my 36, I realized that the ACT is a function of two things. Number one is your strategies and techniques that you employ on the test. Those are test taking tips and timing strategies and more. And number two is the number of hours that you spend studying. But not every hour is equal. Hours that you spend doing real practice questions and tests. And so I'm going to break down both of these things for you in this video. And I've literally helped hundreds of thousands of students. I'm the #1 ACT creator on YouTube. So you can really trust me that I will help you out here. So the ACT has completely changed in 2026. You have a shorter test now, whether that's brain rotification of society or something else, I'm not sure. The science section is now optional. That is actually really important to know. And now you have a digital option. It really depends on what your school is offering or testing centers near you. So that's going to be specific to your specific area. And then you could also retest certain sections. This is really interesting. I think it just makes it a little bit easier to get the higher super score that the SAT was previously offering as well by now just retesting individual sections. And then finally, the math now has 4 choices. This is going to be extremely important in just a second. So this is a new section breakdown once again. Here's a nice chart if you want to screenshot it. But let's get into our first test taking tip, which is to bubble at the very. So this has literally helped hundreds of thousands of students that I teach on YouTube, which is if you're on the paper ACT, what most students do is they have a booklet and you have your bubble sheet. So they're going to answer in the booklet. They're going to circle their answer on the booklet. And then they need to go fill in the bubble on the bubble sheet. Well, guess what? You are having your brain divert. You're having it divert from first solving a problem to then going in and just filling in these bubbles. And that back and forth process, whether it's literally you moving your head and losing focus, will cost you a lot of time. So we have found that you will actually save a significant amount of time if you work entirely within your booklet first and then go in at the end and bubble when you have 5 minutes remaining. You can use a watch in order to time yourself up or use the clock in your testing center. If you're on the digital ACT, obviously you can just mark those answers as you go, but I would recommend you use the flag for review tool and check at the very end all of those flagged questions when you have 5 minutes remaining. All right, the second strategy here is to guess D on the ACT, not E anymore. Wait, Rishabh, what are you talking about? I was just guessing randomly, like B, C, D, just randomly. Well, guess what? If you purely don't know the answer to a question at the very end, guess D. Just remember that for your test, guess D. It's both mathematically proven you'll get a higher score. People have actually done analyses into this very thing. And also, it removes a lot of strain in the moment of you choosing what answer choice. So go in with your designated answer choice, which is going to be D. Just trust me, this answer choice is actually less underselected, as you can see here. And so that what that means is the ACT is actually going to put more Ds into the test. So you would think that, oh, they're going to put B and C, and humans instinctively will usually choose B or C, but D is going to be the highest guessing probability. Next, do your easiest passage first. I cannot tell you how many points this got me on the reading section. I probably would not have gotten a 36 on the reading if it wasn't for this. So on reading, you'll have different passage types, okay? And as someone who studies like science, I'm currently an undergrad at Harvard studying CS and neuro. I found that these more literal, more factual passages, nonfiction, were a lot easier to read compared to this like really dialogue heavy or like ones about fine arts or like things like that. So I would recommend you go in and practice, figure out the 4 different types of sections there are, and lock in what your order is going to be. It's really going to help, especially towards the beginning of the ACT. Your brain just like needs to kind of warm up. And so it's really helpful to just have which passages are the easiest first, do those, and then move the ones that are harder so you're more confident as well. All right, here's your morning of routine. If you're like 2 months in advance for the ACT, then you probably won't remember this. But if it's the night before, leave me a comment, by the way. I'm just so curious how many of you are the night before your ACT. But cold shower, it really works. Again, hundreds of thousands of students coached on this. Just like, believe me, you can trust me on this. It really works. It'll shock you awake in the morning. It'll make you more alert to that very first ACT section. While you're in the car, if you're being driven, try to pull up an ACT English passage and just read it out loud. It's going to prime your brain for those like early sections when you're just really groggy. Do a couple of practice questions, but just don't check the answers. It's not worth it. It's just really to get that recall going and just get you warmed up. All right. Quick break here. This video is sponsored by Acely. Acely is just this awesome SAT and ACT prep tool that I've been using and teaching all my students to use for several years now. It really goes down to that deep question that we brought up at the beginning, which is your score is a function of two things, your strategies and the number of practice questions you do. And so Acely uses AI to actually personalize your study plan so that you can nail in those strategies that you need to develop and then use those hours the most effectively to just spam as many practice questions as you can. So rather than spending thousands of dollars on expensive tutoring, you have your AI tutor that instead just literally helps you go through as many practice questions as you humanly can and get explanations on those questions using their AI tool in order to improve. So Acely overall just has this complete package when it comes to your study plan, score predictions, and more full-length tests. As you can see here, 20 full-length mock exams, which I just think is the most useful resource. So if you're at least like a week away from your ACT test date, I would just strongly recommend go through those full-length practice exams, go through those practice questions with Acely. They've been so kind to the channel, and I've just been recommending them for a long time now. So strongly recommend checking them out. Link will be in the description down below. All right, guess in a straight line. So let's say you're at the very end of your section. Students will like to guess like A, D, B, C, or something random like that. Just guess in a straight line. I know it says C, it should be D. So guess in a D straight line down. A consistent guess has been shown to always outperform random guessing. So just remember D and guess in a straight line if you have at the very end. One thing is kind of clear now as well. If you bomb one section, don't get demotivated on the other section. I'll talk a little bit more about this, but because you can now retake just that section in the digital exam, you don't have to give up halfway through if you had to guess the last 5 questions on the math section, let's say. All right. Again, talking about this piece, I actually had one of my teachers, they said that they had a student who thought that they completely failed on the ACT and they were about to cancel their score, and they ended up getting a 36. This was one of my high school teachers. They actually said this. So I just thought that was absolutely crazy, and I thought I'd put this note in. Your ACT is curved. You can always retake that section, do the digital exam. And so never quit. Don't cancel your score, especially if you think that you can retake a certain section. So just try to reset after each section and know that each section is its unique test as opposed to this holistic thing. Oh, I did bad on this. I'm kind of demotivated and I feel bad about myself. All right, ACT Science. If you have the ACT Science on your test, just remember this. So students will often try to study like random stuff from AP Bio and from AP Chem in order to prep for ACT Science. But the ACT Science is actually just a glorified reading section that works on scientific data. And so that's graphs, that's tables, that's trying to understand variables and experiments. And so what it actually means is just do more practice questions on the ACT Science. There's literally no need to go on like Khan Academy and learn about bio. What you actually need to do is just do ACT Science sections and practice questions, and you will improve. And trust me, I have had friends. Again, I've had hundreds of thousands of students who have used these techniques, and it really does work. All right, for math, I want you to sprint the first 15 questions. This is a mistake that I made on some practice tests, I remember, and I quickly improved that. So I thought of just telling everyone in these YouTube videos. But basically, what I was doing was, let me spend an equal amount of time on each question. So first 15 questions done, I was like, wow, I finished those really quickly. I'm going to go back and review those 15 questions because I have so much time. Oh no, now I'm running out of time on these hard questions. So remember, sprint through the easy questions at the beginning, like 30 seconds per, then 60 seconds per from questions 16 through 35, which are like the medium difficulty questions. And then those last 10 questions are just going to be hard. There's probably going to be a question or two that you don't understand or don't get, even if you're like the best math student and you've taken AP Calc. So just remember this, try to structure your math section accordingly. All right, if you're on the digital ACT math, learn your Desmos calculator. I'll link a video in the second below. I have like 100,000 plus views on this video. People really love it because I just go through every single type of question that you might get on your Desmos calculator and how to use Desmos in order to solve like most of the problems on the ACT. So would really recommend that. And then the second piece is just this quick tip that I have. There's always these random questions on the ACT that will require you to basically use your calculator, but then you'll get this weird decimal number like 0.311166666, something like that. And you're like, wait, what is like this is a familiar decimal. Like, I've gotten this before, but what fraction is that? And you just don't know. And it's like the worst feeling ever. And so use the math to frac. Basically, under your math function, there's this convert to fraction, and every single test is like will save you points. All right. Use AI to review every wrong answer. So this goes without telling you guys. I'm sure you're already using AI, but use tools like Acely, use tools like ChatGPT, Claude. Put in your question, ask it why you got it wrong, and help it walk you through that reasoning in order to improve. So previously, students would use Excel sheets and put in question by question why they got it wrong, how they're going to solve it next time. And I'd recommend you do that, but then also put it through AI tools because it can help you correct your understanding without having to watch these like long 10-minute YouTube videos that will teach you what your mistake was. All right. So remember, you can ace the ACT. You can get a 36 without spending any money. Really just need to do those practice questions. I'll link some ACT cheat sheets in the description below, a practice test taker, and Acely AI. Again, hundreds of thousands of students recommend these tools and have watched these videos. You can trust them and use them. If this was helpful at all, feel free to subscribe. All right. Thanks so much.